Good morning, everyone. It's 10 in the morning and I did wake up at like 8, but I have been kind of like preparing for the day all morning, which is why I haven't gotten started yet. So before we get into the video, I'm just going to quickly say that today I am going to be talking a lot about things like manifestation, confidence, discipline, etc. Things that'll just help you become a better, more mindful and intentional person. So the first thing I do every single morning is make my bed. That has been something I've been doing since realistically about June, and I absolutely love it. It's something I do. It just makes me feel more like accomplished very first thing in the morning, which is super important. It's a small task that you can complete as early as right when you wake up, so it gets you started for the day and makes you want to complete more things. So if you don't already make your bed every morning, I seriously think that you should start. While I am making my bed, I'm going to be listening to my morning affirmations. I just use Spotify, so I'll quickly tell you guys what morning affirmation I've been listening to. I have a different one that I listen to in the night, different one I listen to in the morning. The title is Listen Before You Start Your Day, and then in brackets, Perfect Morning Affirmations, and it's from the podcast Daily Motivations. And then after that, I'm going to be listening to some upbeat music. I had a little bit of an energetic start to my day. So without further ado, I really want to get started on this morning. It's already 10. I'm going to the gym at 1. I have a lot of stuff that I want to do and I really just want to get started. So let's go. I forgot to mention, along with making my bed every morning, I tidy my room because my room tends to get a little bit messy. The next thing on the agenda is going to be a little bit of a talking situation, and I am very excited. So now I'm going to be ice rolling my face. I'm not doing this every morning necessarily, but I am trying to get back into the habit of doing it because it is a great way to wake up, whether it actually depuffs your face or not. I wanted to talk to you guys about my morning routine and why it is important to have a set morning routine. So first, before I talk about the effects of a morning routine, I'm just going to walk you guys through what my mornings have been looking like for quite some time. I've been going on my phone a lot in the morning, but lately I've gotten it down to like 20 to 30 minutes of being on my phone in my bed. It is a lot less time than I was having before. I was having like an hour to 2 hours of just laying in bed on my phone. The first 30 minutes of your day depict how your day is going to go, and whatever dopamine you get from those first 30 minutes is the same type of dopamine you're going to be chasing throughout the rest of your day. So by being on my phone for the first 20 to 30 minutes, by the way, this is all just like what I've heard from other people. So anyway, that means that I'm going to be craving my phone for the rest of the day, and that is not ideal. Once I'm done on my phone, I get out of bed, I go to the kitchen, and I take this vitamin pill that I take every morning, as well as get my shake ready. Once I have my shake, I make my bed, and then I start drinking my shake once I'm done making my bed. I always also tidy my room every single morning while I'm making my bed because I cannot work in a cluttered environment. While I'm drinking my shake, and now lately ice rolling my face, I like to go onto my laptop and either do a little bit of journaling of like just brief, quick little thoughts and feelings in my journal on my laptop, or watch videos that motivate me. Fernanda Ramirez, who I absolutely love, and she definitely motivates me to do things that are productive and mindful. Or I like to journal, write down a little bit of a plan for today, a to-do list. It's genuinely different every single morning. Anyway, once I've done that and once my shake has settled and I've had my morning poo, I like to get ready for the gym. And I have been walking to the gym a lot just because I can't drive. After I walk to the gym, get there, work out, whatever, walk home. Walking to the gym, I actually really like it because it helps me get outside and I'm like unintentionally going on like a hot girl walk every day. So that's pretty much my morning routine lately. One of the most important things about having a good morning routine is that you feel accomplished and like you have done things that you set out to do that day. So by making my bed first thing, I'm accomplishing a small task, but nonetheless, I'm still accomplishing a task. That motivates me to continue to accomplish small things throughout the day. So disciplining yourself is extremely difficult, and how I have been doing that is mostly in the morning. I feel like if I discipline myself really well and really hard in the morning and don't wait for the motivation to get out of bed and get my simple tasks done, then I have set myself up to have a more motivational day because I disciplined myself so much in the morning that it motivated me to truly get things done throughout the day and be excited to accomplish my tasks. So how to discipline yourself. And this is gonna sound maybe stupid to some people, but it is what works for me. Certain phrases are sort of like triggers in my brain that make me motivated, that make me happy, that make me be like, oh my god, I can do this. And the phrase that helps me discipline myself is, I can literally just do it. Like, I can literally do whatever I want. Sometimes I just remember that I have full power over my body and what it does. And when I remember that, I think to myself, I can literally just do this task. I can literally just get up out of bed, do my makeup. I can just get out and go on a walk. Like, you can just do it. And then that just triggers something in my brain that makes me do it. And this is not counting for people who suffer from things like depression or anxiety or things like that. This is just for people like myself who just struggle with discipline and motivation. Another thing that you can do to discipline yourself is get loved ones to hold you accountable. If you need somebody else to motivate you, then maybe get like your partner or your best friend or your parents or a sibling or anyone to text you like first thing in the morning. Rather than saying good morning, say like, did you do this today? Are you ready to do this today? You can do this today. Or you can even set a reminder for yourself on your phone that plays every morning, or a different day of the week is set with a different phrase so that you have either different intentions for the day, or it's not the same thing every day so you're not completely used to it. You could also surround yourself with things or people that make it easy to complete these tasks. For example, if one of your New Year's resolutions is to go on more walks, find one of your even just acquaintances and be like, hey, I know that you like to go on walks. I know that you like to go on hikes. Would you want to do this with me once a week? Because you like to do it, and that is something that I want to develop. So me doing that with you will in turn help me just do that in general. And overall, you will end up becoming a walker or a hiker or whatever you want to call it. And if you don't have somebody in your life that does that, so for example, for myself, I would like to be meditating once a week, then you can surround yourself with things that will help support that habit. I could set up my yoga mat at night so that in the morning I look at that and I think I need to meditate. Another thing that I've done to help discipline myself is I have set screen time goals on my phone. My daily average this week for just screen time in general is 3 hours and 40 minutes. And if you're like, Sarah, that's a lot. That is nothing compared to my last week's daily average, which was 5 hours and 48 minutes. And the last thing that I think would help with discipline is making a vision board, whether that is a screensaver on your laptop or phone, or a actual physical one that you could put on a bulletin board. I really want to do that. Like, I want a physical vision board. I've sort of made one, but it didn't end up working out that well. The only time that vision boards work for me is when I initially look at them. So if I make it a habit to look at that for 2 minutes every morning, and I really just take in all of the photos and all of the information and all of the meaning behind all of these pictures that I've chosen, then bam, I am going to be more inspired. I'm going to do something that makes me move towards that specific goal. These steps to discipline yourself are obviously not going to work for everyone, but I've tried all of them, and some of them work for me, some of them don't. So moving on. Hello everyone. So right now I am about to go look at the new place I will be living, and I'm super excited. However, that just means that my day is cut a little bit short. I'm just gonna like put on a little bit of makeup just to feel nice and put together. I'd like to talk about confidence. Confidence is an extremely large part of everyone's life. It is what defines how your day goes. It's what defines how you feel in public. It's what defines how you look in public, and it just completely changes the game. Some things that can make you look or seem unconfident is your posture. If you are constantly slouched or closed off, crossing your arms, that makes you look very unconfident. Now, if you're just tired, it's a different story. But if you're at some sort of social event or a party or something along those lines, and you want to appear confident, whether you are or aren't, slouching down and just closing yourself off is going to seriously affect that. Nobody's gonna want to approach you. Posture is also just good for you in the sense that it's good for your back. But another thing that I'm so excited to talk about that makes you look unconfident and is just awful is self-deprecating jokes. Self-deprecating jokes are the most uncomfortable things to hear or say. It's sort of like a coping mechanism. But let me just say right now, if you guys make self-deprecating jokes, first of all, I know I've made them in the past. Everyone has, but they make everyone uncomfortable. I just had to hop in here. What? Anyway, I just had to say, I did a really horrible job at explaining like the difference between a funny, super lighthearted, self-deprecating joke that's not serious and like an actual self-deprecating joke that like makes people uncomfortable. So I'm gonna try and like think of an example. So one thing is like, if you like are walking with your friends and you see a garbage can and you're like me, that's fine. Like, that's not even, you're not like saying something that is gonna make everyone uncomfortable. Everyone's just gonna be like, like, it's not that funny, but it's not like, oh, you know? Sorry, I woke up not that long ago and I'm in a super weird headspace. And then like a bad one could be like, oh God, I look so fugly today, but at least I'm funny. I'm like, what do you mean? Like, stop saying stuff like that to me. Or like, God, I always feel like everyone hates me, but at least I'm pretty. Like, obviously these are coming from a place where you should talk to someone, but don't throw it into conversations. Please. That's all I have to say. So if you're just starting out trying to become a more confident person, you can start off by not making those types of jokes. Another thing is that you can realize that the fake it till you make it, that's true. If you are out in public and you're like, I feel like not so great, I feel not so hot, I feel kind of uncomfortable in my own skin, my outfit's uncomfortable, like I'm just not feeling it right now. Don't be visible about that. Nobody here knows that I feel that way. Let's convince them otherwise. So just play a fun little game in your head and be like, even though I cannot stand the way I look or feel right now, I am going to pretend I do. Stand up tall anyway, smile anyway. Also, some people might not want to hear this, exercise. And I don't mean exercise in like you need to take it super seriously and count your macros or whatever, count your calories, go on a diet, cut out any and all processed sugar, never ever eat out again. Try your best to be eating healthy. Try your best to work out in a fun way. For example, I hate yoga. Okay, so I've made a discovery. I like hate yoga, so I don't do yoga. But some people, yoga is the perfect exercise. For some people, weight training is the perfect workout. Just running, like it's different for everyone. Just make sure that you're having fun while you're doing it. But then again, some people might not have fun when they're working out, but the reward is enough to keep it up for them as long as they're doing it in a healthy way. Please keep that in mind. But you need to fuel your mind and your body. You need to be eating healthy, whole foods, not 100% of the time, but you need to try your best and focus on that, because when I am eating healthy and when I am like being very consistent in the gym, I look in the mirror and I'm like, oh my God, hello. Like, I worked super hard to look like that and I look great. Like, I feel so good in my body and that makes me stand taller. That makes me have better posture. That makes me like look more presentable and happy in public because I'm not worried about the way that I look. Another thing that you guys might not have seen coming necessarily, be nice to people. I can't stress this enough. And to elaborate, so I had a period of time recently where I wanted to embody like bad beat energy. I wanted to be like, I don't care about anything. Like, I am literally walking around my head held high. I'm better than everyone. Like, who is that? No, you're not better than anyone. And then I started listening to my morning affirmations. And one thing that really changed my perspective when I was listening to them is one of the things that it said is, I will smile at many people today. And some of the other affirmations are things like, I know that everybody walks around with an invisible sign that says, make me feel important. And that everyone is the main character in their own movie. So why am I acting like I'm the main character in the world? I'm not. Another thing, if you are kind to people and you realize that people are not being kind to you back, you have the confidence in knowing that it is not your fault. And that is amazing. But I'm only talking about situations where you have never actually done anything wrong to this person. I will have a conversation with them that is them trying to drain me, them trying to make me feel bad. But because I have this, I walk away and I'm like, I don't feel bad. I don't feel drained. I feel as confident and happy as ever. Why? Because I know it has nothing to do with me. And then bam, you're good. Another thing that sort of goes along with fueling your body is that you want to make sure that along with working out and eating healthy, you're treating yourself kindly, because looking in the mirror and judging yourself based on wherever you are in your journey is awful. Wherever you started, somebody's been there at some point. Somebody has been at every stage that you are at. Somebody's gotten farther than you, somebody's not where you are yet, and everyone has their own pace. I wanted so badly for this video to not mostly be in my room, but it is. So while I do my quick little gua sha routine, I wanted to talk about two things. The first thing that I want to touch on is manifestation and the lucky girl syndrome. And I need to put a layer of cream on my face because I feel so dry. I always look like really awful. No, let's not say that. We're literally talking about manifestation and the lucky girl syndrome, and I'm over here like, I look so gross. Like, shut up, bitch. Lucky girl syndrome is a form of manifestation, or thinking your dreams into reality. It involves people reciting daily affirmations in the beliefs they will bring good fortune into their lives. Let's not beat around the bush. It's pretty much the exact same thing as manifestation. So, my experience with manifestation. When I started manifesting, I didn't take it seriously. I looked at it in an extremely lighthearted sense. You need to understand that manifestation can look many different ways, all right? Some people believe that manifestation is a super strict thing, like it has to be like writing something down 30 million times a day and reciting it in your head constantly every time you do this thing. Like, I don't know, there's like different methods to manifestation. However, I will not ever do the ones that are super strict. Those don't work out for me. Like, I don't believe in them. And when I first started manifesting, it felt like school to me almost, in a sense. Like, it didn't feel like I was in the moment. Like, I was focusing so hard on the rules of it that I was forgetting to really absorb the things that I was trying to manifest. So I feel like I wasn't even actually manifesting them.
What kind of manifesting do I do now? You may be wondering, because I didn't fucking tell you, apparently. So the types of manifesting that I like to do now is like affirmations. That's why I talk so much about affirmations in this video. Like, I talk about it multiple times because they are manifesting, they are confidence, they are speaking stuff into existence, they are lucky girl syndrome. They are honestly pretty much the base of like everything in this whole video. So I hope I don't sound like a broken record when I'm like continuously talking about them. They are the reason that my mindset right now is so good and why I am so happy recently and confident and able to not compare myself to others. Like, they just have truly changed my life. The methods I use to manifest right now is mostly meditation. I like to listen to guided manifestation meditation videos. Like, I'm trying to get into doing it once a week. I'm just super busy right now with moving, but once I move, I'm going to set intentions in that room to manifest once a week, whatever. Another thing that you can do is look up journal prompts for manifesting. I have a journal here, and I have made this a productive manifesting, gratitude, confidence journal, stuff like that. And that is another thing that you can do, is have a journal and be like, every single thing that I write in here will manifest into reality, stuff like that. Now, I'm not going to go into the whole manifesting is communicating with the universe and you're in tune with your soul, because I don't know anything about that. But I will say that I have manifested stuff in here. I have written down things like how I want to be perceived, my goals and milestones I'm going to reach, and I say going to instead of want to. Flipping that switch in your head, that can change a lot for you. These are some journal prompts that you can use. I've got them off of like literally just Pinterest, so you can go and look up manifesting journal prompts, and then bam, you have so many there. So some of the ones that I really liked for this year are: what is one small thing you are manifesting for this coming year? What is one big thing you're manifesting for this coming year? At the end of the year, what is one thing you want to have accomplished or maintained commitment to? And then the last one, which really has helped me so much, is 20 words I want to encapsulate my 2023. So basically, you write down 20 words that you want to encapsulate your 2023, and then you look through all those words and pick one that is going to be your word of the year. And that word of the year is like what you're going to keep in mind every single day and think, how can I honor this word today? So my word of the year is intentional, because I've noticed that most of the time I'm kind of like talking out of my ass, all right? My actions don't really move me towards my goals, stuff like that. So I am going to think every single morning, what can I do this morning that will be intentional and move me towards my goals and just make me a better person? I need to be intentional with all of my actions, with my words, with the food I eat, with the working out that I do. Some examples of words that you can use are things like dedication, adventurous, disciplined, hardworking, independent, happy, mindful. You can use literally any word you want. Just make sure that it is something that is manageable. Like, if you choose the word, say, adventurous, you can't be like, I'm gonna go on a hike every single day, I'm gonna go to a new location every day, I'm gonna go on crazy adventures, meet new people every single day. Make sure that it is in your reach. So if you choose adventurous, you could be like, I'm going to learn one new thing a day, I'm going to try one new thing a day, there's going to be a new experience for me in every day. So those are some forms of manifesting that I have been doing, and they help so much. I fully believe that they do. And that's another thing, you need to believe it. If you're like, manifesting doesn't do anything, then it's not gonna fucking do anything. Hello? Okay, so believe that it'll do something, and then bam, don't listen to the haters. manifest.
I recently started to listen to morning affirmations every single day, night affirmations every single day, and ever since then, I've only been doing it for probably a week. I feel more confident, I feel more comfortable, I feel more hardworking, but manifestation is an amazing technique, and if you believe it, it will succeed for you. It's sort of like the placebo effect. So when you look up what is the true meaning of manifest, the word manifestation means to create something or turn something from an idea into a reality. In turn, manifesting not only makes me think about whatever I'm trying to manifest more, but it also makes me focused on those areas of my life. It makes me want to work harder on those things in my life, because in my head, I know you can't just manifest it and expect it to happen. Like, you need to manifest it and also work towards it. And even if it's the placebo effect, making you just believe it rather than there actually being a change, I don't see harm in that. So placebo or not placebo, you are acting different and change has actually been made. Alright guys, that is it for today's video. I really hope that you enjoyed. I hope that you learned something or that you took something away from this, because honestly, it has changed my life, and it's only been like a week and a half. Before this video, I was in a really intense rut. That's why I haven't really posted on YouTube in a while. I really enjoyed filming this, and I enjoy talking about these types of things. Thank you for watching. I love you all. Thank you for 300 subscribers. You're amazing.